The second strategy in this division strategy lesson is the distribute strategy. The multiplication strategy lesson also had a strategy called the distribute strategy, and we will see that it is basically the same strategy, just used in the opposite direction. Let's read a little bit about this strategy and then answer a check for understanding question. Ready, read. The distribute strategy. Break the numerator into easy to divide parts using multiplications you know. Times 5 and times 10 work best. The box model helps organize your work. So here is our numerator, 42. And we want to try to take easy multiplications that we know of 6 out of 42. So 6 times 10 is 60, but I can't take 60 out of 42. But half of 60, which would be times 5, is 30. So I know that 6 times 5 equals 30, and I could take 30 out of 42. So over here in our box model, we can organize this thinking. If you know that 6 times 5 equals 30, then you could put a 5 on the top column, and the box where the 5 and the 6 meet, that is where you put the multiplication of 5 times 6, which is 30. Now, if I take 30 from 42, and these two boxes equal up to 42, the value that's left over in the second box is 42 minus 30, which equals 12. So 12 is the next part that we need to divide. Well, it's a smaller number now, and maybe it's easier to see how many 6's that you can take from 12. So I know that 6 times 2 equals 12, which means that the value that must go above the box, above the 12, is 2. Now we have divided 42 by dividing 30, which equals 5, and dividing 12, which equals 2. And so together, to divide the whole 42, we need to add together those two smaller answers. So 42 divided by 6 is 7 because 5 plus 2 equals 7. Instead of dividing 42 by 6, we actually split the 42 into 30 and to 12 and divided these easier to divide parts, but we did it by using multiplications that we know. And once again, you're either thinking of times 5 or times 10 to try and make that first division in your box model. Let's take a look at the checking for understanding. Ready, read. Explain the distribute strategy division below. 51 divided by 3 equals 17. Use the work that is shown and use the sentence frame to start your explanation. 51 divided by 3 is 17 because. "51 divided by 3 is 17 because 30 divided by 3 is 10, that's the first box, and 21 divided by 3 is 7, that's the second box. Then 10 plus 7 equals 17. Put together those two columns and that gives you your quotient.